We advise that the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good morning, I'm Deanne Hernandez. It's Thursday morning again, and I'm your host for Pinoy Matters on the business portal of Global News Network, your business opportunity show to help you see the world and probably learn a few things on how you can develop innovation through people. And this morning, our episode is entitled Save and Live a Life. We have for this morning two gentlemen with me who are in the business of saving lives. Our first guest is Mr. Sergio Montinola, President and Chairman of Del Moca Incorporated. He would like to be known as a concerned citizen for nourishing children whom he claims around the world about half of our global population are suffering from malnourishment. Serge, would you like to greet our guests this morning? Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Pleased to be your guest for this morning.
Well, Mr. Montinola comes from the Sugarlandia of the Philippines, the sweetest ingredient called sugar, and he is a very successful testimonial that cooperatives do work. You can really make headway and produce through goodness of people in their lives. And our next guest is also another philanthropic dentist coming back from 30 years in Seattle, Washington State, Dr. Rico Castro. Welcome, Rico.
Good morning, Dean.
Hi. So we're here to talk about saving children's lives. Tell us, how did Vilmoco come to being? Serge, I mean, I understand that this was a product that is addressing malnourishment in children.
Well, I was in the sugar industry for the last 40, 50 years. We were producing sugar and molasses. Sugar was the main product, and molasses was our byproduct.
Byproduct. Yes.
Today, they are telling us that molasses is very nutritious and healthy, and molasses is the feed of the cancer cells. So it is the reverse today as far as the value of products that we are producing.
So molasses addresses cancer cells? It contracts the growth of cancer?
It's the sugar that is the food of the cancer cells.
Oh, okay.
Sugar is the food of the cancer cells.
I see.
Molasses is the nutritional product that comes from sugar, which now they're recommending instead of feeding it to your horses or to your pigs. You see. So now it's a different story. Today, molasses is fed to malnourished children.
Oh, see. Dr. Rico, how did this come about, this partnership that you have with Serge Montinola and Dr. Rainier Villanueva?
Yes.
I understand. Yes.
Well, a couple of years ago, our family started the Medical Missions to Pilar Foundation. And we partnered with Serge for our feeding program and Rainier Villanueva.
And so
last year, Dr. Rainier Villanueva researched a product for us to address the problem of malnutrition in the Philippines. I come from a town of about 70,000 without a hospital, and we hold medical missions there. In fact, we've been holding medical missions with Rotary, the Brotherhood of Christian Businessmen and Professionals, and the church, like Father Beng of San Don Bosco. And we're trying to address the problem of malnutrition in this country. They told us that there are about 4.5 million malnourished children in this country.
And so they're all
they're all suffering. When I say that the children are malnourished, they're not getting the proper nutrition because we are not addressing the problem, which is specifically for ages 1 to 7 of children who suffer from malnutrition, suffer irreversible brain damage. So they actually become retarded, they have stunted growth, or they die. So now we came up with a product called Vilmoca that's going to address that problem to help save lives and increase the standard of their living and prevent death. So with our product, compared to the 48 pesos of noodles, which is just carbohydrate, it's a complete supplemental meal. We have proteins, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, all at the cost of 4 pesos to 6 pesos.
I see.
So,
and this is composed of what ingredients aside from the molasses that Serge was talking about a while ago?
The Vilmoca secret is really not a secret. It's a locally sourced organic products of malunggay, coconut milk, virgin coconut oil. It has coconut sugar, no? And we feel it has luyang dilaw for turmeric to address the mind for the
and
child.
And all of these, our audience, we have the abundance of coconuts. Malunggay is grown in the Philippines. You just stick it into the ground and it will grow. It's one of the healthiest herbal essences right now that's available for nutrition.
Yes.
And Serge, what is your vision with this Vilmoca product? Where do you want to take it to?
Well, we hope to address this product to people that are on a feeding programs. We would like to address the mayors, governors, and congressmen and senators that their CDF should be applied to the feeding of the hungry, the poor, and the malnourished citizens
Just
of the Philippines.
recently, Business Mirror, I think, did an article on how critical the hunger level is in the Philippines, you said. What is the mortality rate when it comes to children under 7 years old?
As Serge said, 50% of the population of the world, not just the Philippines, is suffering from malnutrition and hunger. And now the statistics that are coming out from WHO is that one child dies every 6 seconds of malnutrition.
Every 6 seconds because of malnutrition.
And remember, these are children. These are our brothers and sisters that are dying every day. And it's more pronounced in the Philippines. And I think it's more of a personal, emotional aspect for us because these are our brothers and sisters that are dying every day. And it seems like the problem is not being addressed. And there's so much apathy that we're not doing what we should be doing, which is to save lives by giving them the proper feeding programs, the proper meals. So like what we are saying, these are not just our brothers and sisters. This is actually the face of God that we are helping. We should be doing something to help our brothers that are dying every day.
Yeah, and as Serge had originated from the land of the sugar, right? So now it has turned around that molasses may be the life-saving byproduct of the sugarcane fields that we have in abundance. And I understand, I think 2 years ago, the Philippines had 14 billion coconuts. We were number 1, but I think we have been overtaken. So this combination of supplement is something you would like to offer to foundations and people who would like to dispense a very easy to provide supplement for children.
Yes. Actually, we want to give the product for free to our country. We want to address the government, the churches, the private sector as part of their corporate social responsibility to use our product, which we feel is very effective in addressing the malnutrition problem in our country. So we want to give it for free. We want to give it to them.
And Serge, you've tested this already with the
Yes.
Payatas group and some
Yes.
other groups.
In Bicol.
Yes,
Metro
wherever we can offer, especially to poor children, poor hungry children, we give it for free.
Yes.
And we expect foundations that have feeding programs to contribute and donate necessary finances to produce this product. This product is available. We would like everyone to make use of it in feeding the hungry, the poor, and the malnourished children of our country. So that with 1 tablespoon a day, we are only recommending 1 tablespoon a day to a child from 1 to 7 years, and the development of their brains will be normal.
Yeah, we will be able to preserve their natural mental and physical growth of a child, a beautiful child who has a beautiful future. How much of getting international patronage has Vilmoca gone into so far today?
Well, like what we said, we just started this. We manufacture it, we produce it, we research it and developed it, and we're using local organic products of malunggay, coconut, luyang dilaw. And we're asking our fellow brothers and sisters to help us deliver it to our hungry and dying children in the Philippines.
Which is about 5 million to date, ladies and gentlemen. So for those of you who are watching with our cable channels, please do get in touch with Vilmoca through Global News Network. We are trying to make this available to as many municipalities as possible, and as Serge was saying, this could be your platform for community development, no? In line with community health services. And the wonderful thing about this is that we will be using Filipino organic ingredients, which will help the coconut farmers, the people growing luyang dilaw and malunggay.
Yes.
And then it will give those 5 million children a chance for a better life.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Rico, tell us, how did you and your family make a difference in turning Pilar in Sorsogon, ladies and gentlemen? A few years back, it was rated the poorest or second poorest in terms of health care in the whole of the Philippines. What happened for medical missions to Pilar manifest and do what it does today?
Well, a couple of years ago, when my uncle passed away in Pilar, he was the only doctor in Pilar, so our family committed to helping Pilar. We have a history in Pilar, Sorsogon. I'm a Bicolano.
Okay.
And my mom is a product of Pilar. Both of them are medical doctors. But unfortunately, we had to leave 35 years ago for the States. My uncle stayed on.
Yes.
So the story about Pilar is that when we came back, 35 years or 30 years after we came back, we found out that still the same problem exists as far as Pilar, a 70,000 population, does not have a medical hospital.
Or a medical center.
Yeah, and so if you get cut or if you get hurt, you will bleed to death.
Okay.
If a child or if a mother is giving birth,
yes.
And there are complications, the child dies and the mother dies. Okay. If you have dengue or malaria and you're dehydrated, by the time you get to the
provincial hospital,
which is about an hour away, you're dead. In fact, it's a shame that 15, 16-year-old women, children, are giving their kids, newly born kids, to the church. And even before the church doors open, the pigs would eat them, would bite them, the chicken would peck into their eyes. So, and it's still happening, not just in Pilar.
Today.